Welcome, I'm David.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Desmonds Donders. Hello and welcome to Desmonds Donders. We're by the river at Kinloch Rannoch and it's a little bit windy. This is not where we intended to be this weekend. In fact, it's not where we were last night. Last night we were parked up at Loch Rannoch, the far end of the loch at North Crannog. But let's just say it got overly busy, and there will be a tale in a Wednesday waffle about it. Let's go and have a look at some more along the river. The river is a supply for the hydroelectric station just downriver. If the wind drops some, we'll get the drone up and have a look. It's quite a busy road during the day, this, near Kinloch Rannoch village. But it does quieten down at night, as we've stated before. Lindsay's currently in the village and she's hopefully bringing goodies back. If not, I'll clip that bit out. Another sight from this car park looking down back to where we're parked up and showing the river flowing round the corner. We'll get some pictures from the drone hopefully later on or in the morning before we go.
Loch Rannoch is a freshwater loch in Perth and Kinross, Scotland. It is over 9 miles long in a west-east direction with an average width of about 3/4 of a mile. It is deepest at its eastern end, reaching a depth of 400 feet. The River Tummel begins at its eastern end where the small village of Kinloch Rannoch can be found, whilst the wild expanse of Rannoch Moor extends to the west of the loch. Native forest is now largely absent from much of the area, due partly to logging, although a small area remains at the Black Wood of Rannoch on the southern shore of the loch. A crannog is present at Eilean now, and I'm not going to attempt the Gaelic pronunciation, in the western half of the loch. A folly was constructed on the island in the 19th century, reputedly by a Baron Granbley. The folly, which is still standing, takes the form of a tower and may be based on the design of a small island prison.
Into
We're at the North Crannog at Kinloch Rannoch. When we turned up last night, the park up we were in was empty. We've now got 2 caravans parked right next door to us. It look like they're flinging a party in a motorhome. So we're moving. We've had a visit from the council rangers this morning, explaining what we can and can't do, to which we explained we know, we do, and the lady said, oh, you can come again. But not when there's 2 caravans parked right next door to you. And I nearly got run over by a bloody electric scooter. And if they're that inconsiderate now, and it's only like 12:30, God knows what they're going to be like at midnight. So, thanks for the night, Kinloch Rannoch, but we're going. We're not stopping. It's just not on at all. They seem to think they own the bloody car park, so I'm gonna let them have it.
Formerly a tiny hamlet, Kinloch Rannoch was enlarged and settled under the direction of James Small, who was formerly an ensign in Lord Loudon's regiment. It was settled mainly by soldiers discharged from the army, but also by displaced crofters. Small had been appointed by the commissioners for the forfeited estates to run the Rannoch estates, which had been seized from the clan chieftains who had supported the Jacobites following the Battle of Culloden in 1746. Local roads and bridges were improved, enabling soldiers at Rannoch Barracks to move more freely around the district. Soldiers' trenches were dug on nearby Rannoch Moor in an unsuccessful attempt to create better quality agricultural land. Small was supported by Dougal Buchanan and his wife, who taught the villagers new trades and crafts. Buchanan was a local schoolmaster and Gaelic poet, who is commemorated by a large monument in the centre of the square in Kinloch Rannoch. He worked with James Stewart, Minister of Killin, on translating the Bible passages into Scottish Gaelic. Thank you for watching Desmonds Donders. And remember, please take nothing but memories and leave nothing but tracks. Please subscribe and ring the bell for notifications, and hopefully we'll see you next time.